Hi, my name is Erica Alexandra, and I'm going to give you a little small introduction of how to make a presentation. And well, it's very simple really, and you're going to do it very fast, simple, and you're going to be very good. How do I start? Well, it's kind of obvious. You choose a topic, and then you set the target and summarize it. You might say, okay, that's pretty easy, but it's actually more complicated than that because you have to decide what points you want to show out more and what is relevant and what is not. It's kind of difficult once you get started on it. What's next? Choose elements. You might be like, what elements can I choose? Well, that's very simple. It can be either videos, graphics, audio, or images. All these four stuff can help you help you make sure that your theme, your topic is more stronger. It helps you make sure your audience understands it more clearly, just like I'm doing right now. The image of a video, audio, of image of graphics. Well, as you can see now, I'm using images to help you understand a bit more on how to do these. Are we finished yet? No, not yet. We're barely like halfway through. This part, it's a bit more complex because you have to divide it into four steps. Organize the information. Now this is where it gets tricky. Part 1, the presentation. 2, introduction. 3, main points. And 4, the conclusion. The presentation has to be a very big impact because the presentation, you're going to get the attention of your audience. You have to make sure that it's very catchy. That way you won't have trouble your audience getting distracted. Number 2, introduction. Well, this is where you're going to say what it's going to be a little bit about so they can get an idea. 3, main points. Now this is where it's very, very tricky in the part 2, summarize it. In this part, it's where you have to make sure you only say the necessary things and make sure you don't say too much, but at the same time, too little. 4, conclusion. Well, it's kind of obvious conclusion. You have to make sure that everybody got the same point, or you rephrase what you wanted to speak about and stuff like that. How about now? Probably. 3, choose a design. Step 6, choose the design. Step 7, make the presentation. And step 8, check for errors and information. Choose the design is very important. Why? Because depending on the design is how catchy your presentation is going to be. And well, steps 6 and 7 they go by the hand, because depending on your design is how you're going to make your presentation. You have to make sure contrasts are okay, the font is adequate to it, the colors are not too eye-burning, or you can't read them very well. And well, in the part of making the presentation, you have to make sure it's not too filled with letters or too filled with images and stuff like that. Step 8, check for errors and information. In this part, it's a little bit more easy. You have to make sure that your grammar is perfect. You have to make sure your elements are at the position you want them to be, and while you practice it, you're going to know if you need your elements before or after certain things, And information, okay, check for information. You have to make sure that, okay, maybe this isn't relevant, or maybe X information is relevant and Y isn't, stuff like that. And just following these 8 simple steps, how it's supposed to be, you're probably going to have the best presentation. Another thing, while you're presenting, you have to make sure you don't stay like a statue, like at the same place. Move your hands a bit so people can know that you know your presentation. Move around, make eye contact, ask questions, because sometimes making questions grabs the audience a bit more, and then they start, getting more interacted with your presentation. And, well, practice a lot, because practicing will take away your nerves of being in front. I understand, I also get nervous while I'm being in front. But following these simple steps, I'm pretty sure you're going to have the best presentation. If not, at least you're going to get a good grade on it. So, till next time.